creepy because I see him again in a mask and stuff, and I don't know.
Slim build with a black ski mask leave the second floor patio area. Officer Nunez also spoke with Bethany.
It's almost like I'm being held down, and the person goes like this, like to be quiet and don't say anything. So, and I'm on top of her, it's like I almost can't breathe. Like maybe he was, like when someone's like on your chest or something like that, and you can't breathe because my chest feels really heavy. He wanted her to see him. It's almost like she was asleep, but then she kind of woke up and he was like there. But not like to be able to scream or anything, but he still had covered her mouth and was like, shh, like with the other hand. But I feel like this pressure, like I said, like this pressure on my chest, my throat area, someone's like straddling you. And
right.
Like that. And I'm getting kind of nauseous because she's showing me how it would be if someone stabs. Okay. But then there's also a reference to her throat. I go like this. Tools that day or that night, reference to a hammer, but it's because I get the swinging motion too, so that's kind of weird. I'm not really sure if there was more than one thing used, but
which is a second weapon, that aspect of it, because there was blunt force trauma to Kaylee's face. There was some sort of weapon that was used against her face, and the investigators didn't know what that was.
I'm getting dizzy right now. Like, I still feel like I'm getting a headache with her, and I'm wondering, there's gotta be like, I don't know if there's head trauma with one of them, or you know what I mean? Because that kind of comes in, but the whole front of my face hurts. Like, I don't know if I don't really know. Like, my all right here is starting to like hurt, and so I don't know if maybe I was punched or there's something with my head still, like my head, you know what I mean? Like I've gotten that before, but I'm getting like a really bad headache, but it's all kind of in the front of my face, like really struggling to breathe. But then I go again, it feels like there's a reference of this, like to end it, but it was a bunch of stuff before that. That makes sense. Or you won't snub your nose at me again, B. So I mean, the guy at this point feels out of his mind. Different emotions and feelings. Like his emotions all over the place, along as them, like, and everybody just surrounding the case. Like, there's a lot of emotion around it. But there's a lot of, again, anger, jealousy, obsession, like all of those types of feelings that would make somebody do this. It's kind of weird. It like feels like most of her injuries were up here from the chest up. But there's also a reference to, I don't know if like she had tried to put I don't know if it's her arm or hand or block in some way, even though she was being held down. I get 20. I'm getting 26. I got that before, and I don't know if that has anything to do with stab wounds or not.
Subdural bleeds, stab behind her clavicle, cut her subclavicle vein and artery, sharp force injuries, asphyxial injuries, so, suffocated, blunt force injuries. This is kind of where the question about the second weapon has come in. And 20 plus stab wounds on Kylee Gonzalez.
Textile. That stalking feeling comes in, like the lurking feeling, like especially online.
Okay.
Point to cell phone data. They say their suspect's cell phone pinged a cell tower near the crime scene 23 times in the 4 months leading up to that deadly night in November. Every encounter in the middle of the night between 10 p.m. and 4 in the morning.
I think that's what the affidavit shows is
erratic. Like this person may have been erratic either before or after. Like I hear the word erratic behavior. The month of February comes in for some reason. Maybe he can't control himself, or he can't control his temper, or he can't control his urges, kind of thing.
Right.
The same way that kind of Ted described him. And I really get like what comes in is a bunch of behaviors that kind of lead up to this.
University professors.
Yeah, and we had heard rumblings that he had issues, obviously, when he was the TA there and issues with students and other professors, and he, wasn't keeping his job. I want to read you this text message, though. This is what, we never seen this before. This is one professor writing this to another professor. We need to do an intervention with Kohberger. She is going to try to gather information, but apparently he's offended several of our female students, which again goes back to some of our reporting from early on when we were at the school talking to people, that he had issues with the female student.
Person, but maybe being a little creepy, and then being the type of person that would do something like this. Because this person, I feel like he has no remorse. I feel like he's not worried about getting caught because he thinks he's smarter.
Right.
But again, there's those cop lights again that keep coming in.
Okay.
So I think maybe the badge and the cop lights that were coming in before could possibly be he was going to be arrested or will be arrested or something like that. Like police presence that I keep getting. See, she's saying psychopath again, which is the same thing that Ted said. There's a lot of dark energy around this, and there's a lot of dark energy around them. It's very a surprise. This is not going to be anybody that we would have suspected or had a hold on or anything like that.
Yep.
Weird that it's so random, but then I go back to, I always get reminded of when I start to question things, going back to what Ted Bundy did. Assassinations with knives like that. But I keep going back to his closet. So I don't closet, whether it be like put on a top shelf, put in the back, or something of that nature.
Right.
See, I get the word interrogated. House prior, like he broke in when no one was there, because, or if it's even him, but there's someone that was going in the house and doing things. I don't know if they were kind of freaking out the girls. There's a reference to like being scared and things happening around them that were just weird. Like why they're showing me the phone, because it's weird, because they're showing me like an old school phone, which it's probably symbolic. That, and like I still hear the sliding thing, so that came out the first reading. It's, I don't know if it's a door or a window, but I hear the sliding motion of it.
Went to and from the rear slider door. I observed the trail of footsteps head away from the slider, then turn right around a stump in the backyard and lead toward the front of the house. I observed a set of small handprints on the window to the east of the slider. The screen to this window appeared damaged and was laying on the ground. I
don't know. This guy's got a lot of freaking anger. It's almost like sometimes I can't see past the anger. But going back to kind of like the vision she was showing me of like peeping through the bushes and the trees and stuff. This guy's very like physical, like physically fit. Only one person going in, and I feel like this isn't like it'll be a surprise on who it is. Yeah. Because it's not anybody that anybody has suspected or anything like that. Like, it'll be a surprise, like his personality. A thing with knives. Right. But also his hands. To use his hands. The physical act. I hear the word barber, so
Brian Kohberger was one of my regulars. Ooh. I've been cutting his hair since July. The first time I was ever contacted by Brian was through voicemail.
Hi, my name is Brian. Would you be able to give me a haircut tomorrow by any chance?
My last appointment with him was December 2nd.
I don't know if maybe, I don't really know what that means. I don't know if he went to a barber like recently and like had his looks changed, or words like Murdered Victims Foundation. So I don't know if maybe one of the families is going to go into foundation mode. Yeah. She is laughing. So I don't know if she had kind of that type of laugh that was like a little contagious, or visions with her and Maddie. The same thing that Maddie did with her. Like, they're a big part of each other's lives. So of course they're going to show that. But they show me them like dancing around together and acting silly. There's a reference to like watching movies together, doing girl stuff together. I don't know if they did each other's hair, things like that. Like that comes in. And as came in Maddie's and before, like a sisterly feeling. Like she shows me a lot of that, and get like I don't know, they did each other's makeup, or like it just feels like girly stuff, like stuff you would do with your best friend or your sister. Like that's how it comes across. There's a reference to like going for a drive. I think it's in her new car, and they're blasting the music and having a good time. We're just having a good time, and there's a reference to the music playing kind of loud in the car, and they're singing out loud. They show me like wings and a halo, but then they also show me it on a car. So I don't know if it's been put on a car, will be put on a car. This is like the logo for them.
Okay.
That I don't know why I get a suitcase. Suitcase kind of reminds me of like I'm going on a trip or I'm leaving somewhere. It could be the fact that she was moving. I don't know. I just get a suitcase. I don't know. It feels almost like a trip though too. Like there's a planned trip somewhere or something with blood on it that's been put in a bag and put someplace, which is weird. Why would you keep that?
Right.
I feel like some stuff was gotten rid of, but this was almost like kept. Like I don't even want to say it. Like I can look at it or feel it. Like it's almost like their own trophy with the blood on it. It's going to be something that happens soon. Like a warrant's going to be put on someone's house, and cop lights again. Freaking A, I don't understand. Curious if there wasn't a video of like Kaylee and Maddie like singing together or something, or because I keep seeing them in a car like just singing and like acting silly, like it's almost like it was recorded, or there is a time that's like that's recorded where they're just kind of goofing off and singing or messing around like that. In a goofy way, not like they're like great singers, but like in a goofy way kind of thing.
Yeah.
So will be arrested. There is a big thing with that. And I think that's why I keep seeing the cop lights. Stickers or something of this heart with these wings with halo. Like I don't know if there's a heart in the middle or not, but it's almost like there's like stickers.
Okay.
Or t-shirts, or it's like a logo of some kind. That comes. I also feel like she got pretty good grades. If one was like into true crime or watched true crime shows and kind of made her hyper vigilant, because I get so ironic. It's so ironic, this whole situation, because like we just talked about them watching the true crime documentaries and really being into that, and then she's like, then we became one. It's like my mind that he's just like a really bad dude. Family was close. Like they had a close knit family, because it kind of comes in like that.
Yeah.
I get like number 7. Like I don't know if there's 7 kids or if there's 7 family members, or and I think she would include Maddie in that, because I feel like Maddie was her sister, so I feel like they're more than just friends. They just, I don't know, it's like a sister from another mister kind of thing, and that has always just wants to reiterate that.
Yep.
And so like the family is the same way too, like maybe her mom also looked at her as another daughter kind of thing.
Yeah.
I keep getting a headache though, like really. I don't know, I'm kind of stuck. She's showing me flowers. Keeps going on about how she never thought there'd be a true crime documentary. There might be a documentary of this. I don't know why she keeps saying that. And it's like I'm seeing a wrench. I'm getting my nose is hurting with that.
Okay.
I got the face. Like super bubbly, super outgoing.
Yeah.
And like I feel like she attracted a lot of people because of that.
Yeah.
An all-American girl is how she comes across,
Yeah.
Not only did she look it, she kind of acted like it, like song. I wonder if there's gonna be a song written about him, or if someone was just like wrote a song. Why is she showing me this? I don't know if it's for a traffic cam or something like that. She's saying something about a traffic light, like maybe there's a camera or something.
Yeah.
She said, I hear the words telltale signs. I want to thank you, Mom and Dad, for all of the things that you did for me. I feel like they were a big part of her going to college, and she wants to thank them for that. I feel like she's saying that they always pushed her to be better and they always pushed her to do good, and she wants to thank them for that. She said even though sometimes she pushed back, as a teenager or whatever, she wants to thank them for all the stuff, that they did for her, for being good parents, basically, is what she's saying, and for always giving her a loving home and for always providing for her. And again, I think she was a big part of why she went to college, whether it be like they helped, they paid her way or they helped her apply or something like that. Like, or they always strived for her to be and I used holidays and Christmas and things, and she's talking about like how they were always big, they were always special, they were always family oriented. I get like a very family oriented family. And she says like they always made sure I had whatever I needed and vigilant or whatever that may be was from the teachings of her parents. And so she says, I'm sorry that this happened. I'm sorry that we may never have you guys may never have all the answers, and this is very hard to comprehend for anybody. And she says she's really sorry about that. Like, she's sorry that this this happened to her family, and they have to deal with this tragedy because they come across as a very close-knit family. And her mom and dad, she shows me them holding hands, so I don't know if they've been together for a while. I get 15, so possibly 15 years, but I get they've been together a while, and like she always wanted a relationship like theirs, is the way that it comes across. Like they were good people to look up to, good people to try to be like, and their relationship was something that she always wanted. And so I get again and I know it's known, but she shows me like the back and forth with her boyfriend, but she said like she did really care about him. She said she was very undecided in life. Like she wanted to be free. She's very free spirit. She wanted to be free. She wanted to go and do what she wanted to do, and she didn't feel like she wanted to be tied down. And so she couldn't make decisions. She's talking about she had a hard time making decisions. Like if she wanted to be with someone, if she didn't, like she was at that time of her life where it was like, I can go and do all these things and I kind of want to be free, like I get very much free spirit with her. She didn't really like being tied down, and I get the traveling and all of that. Like she wanted to go and see places and she wanted to do things like that. And I feel like, and I don't know if she was taking off school for a little bit to do that or if she was taking off after school for a little bit, you know what I mean? But there's this free spirited feeling of just wanting to experience, wanting to have new different experiences. And she shows me butterflies with that. Like, I don't know if she liked butterflies, but I know that butterfly is also a symbol of transformation. Like free like a butterfly too. But and those might be signs for her mom and dad as well. But I just get a lot of like gratitude towards them. Like she's very thankful that, she had a life that she had. She said she had a very privileged life, and they always made sure, even if they had to work really hard, because I feel like her parents like worked really hard or have really good jobs or something like that. But they always made sure that their kids were taken care of, and especially her, like they always wanted her to be the best that she could be and wanted her to succeed. And again, she just shows me like she had like all these plans that she wanted to do, all these things she wanted to do. And she was really excited. Like she talks about, she was like super excited about her life. She was super excited about her new plans and what she was going to be doing. And there was something about this, the Range Rover came in last reading, which I didn't really know who it belonged to, but that might be why I decided to do this one, because it kind of led into the next reading. But it's almost like she was so proud of that, like because she did a lot of it on her own, or she did it mostly on her own. Like it comes across as, I'm very proud of being able to do this. There was savings that she had. She talks about savings, like she was really smart about saving money and putting money away for a rainy day, she talks about. But then she says she always had like this I don't know, specific. She wanted this kind of specific car. Like it
Yep.
just fit her. It fit her personality. And so she was like super proud about that. Forward to taking road trips with Maddie in it is what she talks about.
Yeah.
And she shows me like they have there. I don't know if there was plans to like go a place that had water, but or just driving. I don't know. She shows me driving along water. I don't realize like this is that she understands this is really hard for everybody and people can't fathom it. Especially her family, but she says they're very strong. Like they're very strong, and she says they do put on a brave face, but inside, you know, they're really struggling with everything.
Yeah.
And I don't know if there was been a balloon release or there will be or some kind of something similar to that. I see balloons going up in the air. I don't know if this is something that is similar that something that will happen in the future, like Christmas time. So I don't know if I know it's going to be hard this year, Christmas time. I don't know if that's a favorite holiday they spend together or it seems like their family, it seems like her family had always come together on Christmas or there's some kind of Christmas feeling that she's giving me about it going to be tough. It might be something happening around Christmas as well, but her laughing. She was made her being like very bubbly, very like just a happy person and like super outgoing. Full inside and out is the way it comes across. Like she just had a really cool energy about her. I don't know why she's saying this, but like she's sorry for the finger pointing. So I don't know if people are pointing fingers at certain people that she's just like sorry about, like truth will come out. So she makes me feel like, this is going to get wrapped up. The truth is going to come out, which is kind of the same thing I've always gotten.
Yeah.
That this is going to come to, I mean, this month for some reason comes in really strong.
Yeah.
With stuff around this case. Whether it be the guy's just not that smart. But maybe he thinks he is, but he's not. She says the karmic wheel.
Yeah.
So she says that I know it's hard for people to comprehend and understand from a human level, but she talks about this bringing changes. I don't know if it's some kind of change to a system or some kind of change. I don't know. It brought the world together in a way as well to try to find who did this, and she's thankful for that because she talks about everybody banding together and doing this, and she's appreciative of that. Like she's appreciative of everybody coming together to try to help. And then she talks about it making a difference in some way. I don't really know what that difference is going to be, but there's going to be something that good comes out of it. She says after every storm is a rainbow. I feel like she shows me, I don't know why she's showing me this, but sometimes Spirit will do this. She shows me like a baby coming in their family, like in the next few years. So I don't know if it's one of her like brothers or sisters, and it's a girl, but I think it will carry her name. Someone in the family is going to have a baby and it's going to be named first or middle after her. It kind of feels like if she has a sister, it might be a sister, but
4:21 a.m. And Olivia named that baby Theodora Maddie K. Stevenson. So we've got some of the pictures.
because I heard Theodore.
Between 4:21 a.m. and 4:31 a.m.
It's kind of weird. I don't know why she shows me like a book, like maybe a book being written, and I just hear I love you all, and she's blowing kisses. She's holding a teddy bear or something like that. I don't know.